Welcome into Viking Central. We do have some breaking news this morning. It doesn't really have a lot to do with the Vikings, yet it is kind of Vikings related. The Bills are trading wide receiver Stefon Diggs to the Texans in exchange for a package of picks, including a second-round pick from 2025. That second-round pick was the Vikings. The trade that they made with the Texans here a few weeks ago is the pick the Texans are using to include in this Diggs trade. And I think there's two mid-round picks on top of that. I think like a fifth and a seventh or something like that. So they didn't have to give up a ton for Diggs, but he's going to Houston. It's kind of crazy. Us Vikings fans have been joking about it for the longest time, ever since he got traded to the Bills, that it was only a matter of time before he wanted out again. So it's pretty wild, but at the same time, not too surprising, especially if you are a Vikings fan. Diggs is a fantastic wide receiver, but if he's not getting the ball or if he's not winning, dude can be some kind of unhappy. Like, he wants to win, he wants the football, he's a competitor. You got to take that as it is as an NFL franchise. If you're the Vikings or the Bills and now the Texans, second year quarterback CJ Stroud, if he's not getting the ball, he's not going to be the happiest guy. So, it could be a distraction, but it's a fantastic weapon to pair with Nico Collins, who has had a fantastic kind of resurrection of his career. Just had a fantastic season last year. I think like over 1,400 yards or so. And then you got Tank Dell and now Stefon Diggs. Just that offense is going to be high flying. CJ Stroud has everything he needs to be successful. So this is pretty wild developing news. I saw it on my phone this morning. I'm like, I had to make sure, like, it's April 3rd, not April 1st anymore. So it's not a prank. You got to click on Ian, make sure it's actual Ian Rappaport. It was, which, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But again, as a Vikings fans, we're not probably not too surprised. As a Texan fan, you're gonna love him, you're gonna hate him. He's a massive competitor. He's a fantastic football player. So it's pretty wild. Buffalo Bills, you have big needs at wide receiver now. No more Gabe Davis, no more or Stefon Diggs. You're probably going to use one of your top draft picks on a wide receiver this year, because Josh Allen needs weapons. Unless you want to trade Josh Allen over here, you want to go into a full rebuild. But no, it's, again, pretty wild news here to start the morning. Stefon Diggs traded to the Houston Texans in exchange for a package of picks, including a second rounder for next year, which is, again, just super wild. Guys, this video is sponsored by That's Badass Wood Art. Use code VC15 at checkout for 15% off your order. Go to that'sbadasswoodart.com. Stefon Diggs is a Houston Texan. That is just wild. I keep thinking about it. Like, Minnesota, like, you could kind of tell this dude's a little bit different. Like, he's a competitor, major competitor. His first game as a Viking was against the Denver Broncos, and I think he had like 6 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown. You could tell he had it right away. He was fiery, like super, super passionate about the game of football. And, again, that's great, but it's also going to take, a little toll on certain things, like teammate chemistry with your quarterback, chemistry within the wide receiver room. Like, he wants the ball, he wants to win. But again, not a bad guy to have on your football team, because at the end of the day, he is a fantastic football player. But yeah, I just want to hop on and give a couple thoughts. Bills, again, trading Stefon Diggs to the Houston Texans. Wild. God bless.